smooth thin surface, or it may be having papillary folds. It is not tender and does not bleed on touch. The differential diagnosis is early cancer, chancre or tubercular ulcer. To rule out the cancer, we can do pap smear or cervical biopsy. Thus, is another picture of cervical erosion. Left side shows a normal healthy cervix which is pink in color. Right side, the cervix has got a bright red erosion area. This is the area where the squamous epithelium is replaced by endocervical columnar epithelium, and being thin, it shows the underlying blood vessels. This is another picture of erosion of cervix which can show a well demarcated border. The red area is separated from the squamous pink epithelium. The treatment is electrocautery. This is an operation where the replaced columnar epithelium is burnt by doing thermocoagulation, or a red hot cautery or electrocautery. So direct current through a high resistance metallic conductor is applied, and actually it's application of heat and burning of tissue. After ruling out cancer by pap smear or biopsy, the electrocautery is done for cervical erosion or chronic cervicitis or Nabatean follicle. This is especially indicated if there are other symptoms like excessive mucoid or bloodstained discharge is present, or there may be foul smelling discharge, or there is an irritant discharge. The contraindications are pregnancy. After review of pap smear, colposcopy and endocervical curettage, patients are selected for this treatment. Procedure. The erosion area is cauterized by the electrocautery pencil. Linear radial strokes are given starting from inside the cervical canal and extending outside over erosion. The strokes are about 1 cm apart and about 2 mm deep. Initially, post-operatively, for few days, the vaginal discharge increases due to sloughing of the burnt area, and thereafter the healing takes place by the epithelialization of squamous epithelium. The antibiotics can be given by local or systemic route as required. This is a picture of cervical cautery machine. This is a cautery pencil. One more picture of the electrocautery machine with cable and the pencils. One more picture. Some of the methods used are LEAP, which is using electrocautery. This is an loop electrosurgical excision procedure, and this is a way to test and treat abnormal cell growth on the surface tissue of the cervix. The LEAP may be recommended after abnormal changes in the cervix are confirmed by pap test and colposcopy biopsies. This is a picture of LEAP procedure. Here again the electrocautery is used. Specialized electrocautery is used. Another procedure is large loop excision of transformation zone, LLETZ. This is the most common way of removing cervical tissue for examination and treating precancerous changes of the cervix. The abnormal tissue is removed using thin wire loop that is heated electrically. See how it is removed, lesion, the entire transformation zone is removed. One more procedure is cryocautery. Cryocautery involves temporarily freezing the cervix with a metal probe for 1 or 2 minutes. It is sometimes used to treat mildly abnormal cells on the cervix. Freezing gas, liquid nitrogen or liquid carbon dioxide is used. This will cause the intracellular water to get crystallized because of the freezing. This will cause the dehydration and cell death. This is an outpatient procedure. The cryosurgery probe is applied to the cervix, freezing initiated, and The 5 millimeter extra radius beyond the lesion is frozen. Once the freezing is discontinued, after the thawing, the probe is removed. Usually, it needs 2 minutes of the freezing. About 3 millimeter depth is frozen and minus 60 degrees of temperature is used, which causes tissue necrosis and separation. Indications are cervical erosion or ectopy, benign cervical lesion like CIN and leukoplakia, condyloma acuminata of the cervix, vagina or vulva, then VIN, that is vulval intraepithelial neoplasia not more than 2 centimeters. In case of large lower genital cancers, cryosurgery is sometimes used to arrest bleeding. We should rule out the contraindications after the review of the reports of Pap test, colposcopy and endocervical curettage. Before doing cryocauterization, if there is infection, vaginal or cervical infection should be treated. This is a picture of cryocautery unit. This is a cylinder of liquid gas and a probe and a cable. This again, cryosurgery is being done. Next operation is cervical biopsy.